More than 230 people have been killed in the deadly truck explosion which took place in Somalia, with hundreds more being injured. The incident took place on Saturday evening in Somalia's capital, Mogadishu. The horrific incident took place at the entrance of a hotel on a busy road after a truck carrying explosives went off. Many buildings and vehicles in the vicinity were also destroyed.
Never seen such a scene before. A lot of buildings have disappeared, completely became rubble. A lot of dead bodies at the scene, a lot of dead bodies.
Somalia's President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo has declared 3 days of mourning for the victims of the blast. No terror group has so far come forward to claim responsibility. Since 2012, an internationally backed government has been in power in the African nation. However, authorities still face challenges from the Al-Qaeda-aligned Al-Shabaab group that has carried out a number of similar attacks in the country. 231 have been left killed in the Somalia truck explosion. This took place right in the center of Mogadishu. Hundreds have been left injured. The incident took place on Saturday evening in the Somalian capital, taking place at the entrance of a hotel on a busy road after a truck carrying explosives went off. What we do know so far is that no group has so far come forward and claimed responsibility. The President of Somalia has declared 3 days of mourning for the victims of the blast. Since 2012, an internationally backed government has been in power in the African nation, but authorities still face challenges from the Al-Qaeda-aligned Al-Shabaab group that has been responsible for a number of similar attacks taking place in the country. The blast taking place at the entrance of a hotel on a busy road, resulting in 231 people being left killed, while hundreds have been left injured in Mogadishu, right in the center of the capital. So far, no responsibility has been ascribed. We do not know yet who was responsible for that attack taking place in Mogadishu. After the attack, multiple reactions that have come in so far, talking about the sequence of events. Important to highlight here that the government there has been facing challenges from the Al-Qaeda-aligned Al-Shabaab group for the longest time, that has also in the past carried out a number of similar attacks in the country. But as of now, we do not know which group, if at all, was responsible for this explosion, which took place right in the center of the capital there. What we do know so far is that more than 230 people have been left killed in this blast which took place in Somalia. This was a truck explosion. What we do know so far, as per the preliminary details that have surfaced, is that this truck was laden with explosives. It was parked right in the center of a busy street, right on a busy street in the center of the capital there. The President of Somalia has declared 3 days of mourning after the incident, while multiple reactions have been condemning this act. Let's now listen in to what one of the eyewitnesses had to share.
The scene was really devastating. We've never seen such a scene before. A lot of buildings have disappeared, completely became rubble. A lot of dead bodies at the scene, a lot of dead bodies.
Let's go straight across now to Hassan Estilla, who is a journalist based in Mogadishu, joining us on the broadcast over the phone line. Appreciate your speaking with us here on WION. First up, if you can take us through the very latest that's coming in on that incident. Mr. Estilla, my voice is going through to you. If you can take our viewers through the latest details that have emerged so far on that incident.
Yes, thank you. It was a significant explosion as I have ever seen in Mogadishu during a difficult time in Somalia. The explosion was used by attack arm, which was landed with a massive explosion, which has killed at least 240 people and wounded at least 300 people, according to medical authorities. Still, the Somali government officials not identified who was the bomber and where the target, but the explosion was accurate. A busy connection in Mogadishu, which was called Somalia connection. A lot of government offices, restaurants, hotels were around the scene. Al-Shabaab, which have claimed several tourist attacks in Mogadishu, is still not saying the key of that attack.
Mr. Stiller, also, as we know so far, no group has claimed responsibility for that explosion. But as you also pointed out, the Al-Shabaab group, which has remained active in the area, what is the possibility of that group actually being responsible for this explosion as well?
Yes, of course. Al-Shabaab has claimed several attacks in Mogadishu, which has killed a lot of people, including government officials. But this attack, Al-Shabaab not claiming it still. We are waiting the speech from Al-Shabaab. So let me remember what...
We've unfortunately lost that connection with Mr. Estella, but he has been getting us over the last few minutes the very latest that's coming in on that truck explosion, which has left more than 230 people killed. This explosion taking place right at the entrance of a hotel on a busy street right in the center of the capital there. The president has declared 3 days of mourning. Important to highlight here, and as Mr. Estella, journalist joining us from Mogadishu, was also highlighting, the Al-Shabaab group has remained active in the area for the longest time, has carried out similar attacks, as has been responsible for similar incidents in the past as well. But so far, as we speak, no group has come forward and claimed responsibility for this incident, which has left several hundreds injured, more than 230 people killed in Mogadishu.